Bible said there's time for everything, time to pray, time to eat, time to do whatever it is. That's Tonto Dikeh I saw holding somebody's child on the floor in the name of prayer need to be sued. They need to shake her if mentally she's okay at this moment. Because that child is in school to learn and not to be prayed for. They never come to you and tell that child needs deliverance. You went there. Even though he need deliverance, who make you a deliverer? Who made it so? Without the parents present. Do you know that it is against the law to interview a child? That child, if anything you say with that child is rubbish, because the parents is not there, the child guidance is not there, and it's against the law, they can sue you. What are you doing? Can they maltreat your child like that, Tonto Dikeh? Will you agree that? Can you move forward now and see a child of a senator or a successful man who is misbehaving, scattering things? You know that child needs a deliverance. Can you do this to that child? You cannot. Because you know if you do, they will sue your ass. You will die in prison. You cannot. That's my problem with you. You force people to do things they're not supposed to do, even think of. Tonto Dikeh, learn to be spiritual. I'm not religious, because you are just being religious, not spiritual. Spirituality is what you need to communicate with God, not religion. Religion is all about serving man, serving humanity for their own ego. And that's what you're doing there. To please your prayer masters. Are you crazy, my dear? Because that's what I can say here. This kind of stuff makes me mad, man. A child who go to school is to learn. Why not go to that school with the technology? Teach them science, teach them computer. Let them be versatile, be agile. No, you want them to make them feel less a human. Push them on the floor, less a human, to start to disbelieve themselves and their ability that they cannot do anything because they are tormented by one devil or the other, one devil or the other. Whereby you are demonic in your approach, not those children. A child is not progressing or passing because he lacks the skills he needs to progress or pass in his study or in his life. He needs to be equipped with those skills. And you, how can you equip that child with those skills when you don't have the skills? Be careful. We should be careful what we do. Okay? In Africa, we overpray. Everybody is a prayer warrior. But in China, in America, in England, those that bring the religion to us, they teach their children technology. Technology. Go to their church during Sundays, you see only few. I might say that it's not good to pray. It's good to pray. But there's time for everything. Never try this madness again, please. Tonto Dikeh and one man sitting on top of a child in the name of deliverance. And whoever that is supporting Tonto Dikeh or defending her in this madness, that person needs to be shaken mentally. Kolo, they worry all of them. Seriously, I'm very, very convinced that Tonto Dikeh will never agree or allow anybody to handle her own child the way she's doing to those children I saw on the floor. Simple. Her child is a golden child for her. She will not do it on her child. And anyone who tries to do it on her child, she may sue the person. Tonto Dikeh, your luck is not my child. But if it's my child, I will not sue only you. I will sue you, sue the church you go to, and the pastor inclusive. But this is madness. First of all, you have no right to pray or interview a child without the parents present. That is against the law. Number one thing. So, if you think you're serving God because you're a new convert, you're not serving God here. You're serving your own ego. You are just humanistic in your approach of serving God. Simple. Having said that, the parents of these children have a right to sue the teacher of that school that allowed Tonto Dikeh to even touch their children, as well as sue Tonto Dikeh, because because those children were sent to that school to study and not to turn them into a deliverance object for experiments. But this is what it's all about. Tonto Dikeh herself, are you sure you don't have a demonic issue worrying you that you need to be delivered from? Because I don't know who gives you this power to think that you have this particular deliverance, tendencies in you that you have to go and maltreat a child on the floor. Even the Bible you read, Christ himself. Have you seen anywhere he's healing people and he's holding them on the floor? No. Only a touch. He can use ice, he can use hanky, he can even be passive. They'll touch him and they'll be healed. So who give you the power to maldict a child in the name of deliverance? Is that not madness? You see, the problem I have in this is that this thing happens only to the poor. Any school that rich children are going to do this because she know the consequences. Share the background of that school. It will be mostly average or poor people that go to that school. That's why I can do this thing and go free. That's my problem with religion most of the time. And that's why I always speak against it. And I always speak about people being spiritual, not religious. Because religion is full of poverty. Religion is dementia. Religion is fanaticism. But when you're spiritual, you communicate with God in a way that your autonomy is quite grounded. You're speaking with God direct. That's your speciality. And even your surroundings, your environment, enemies will notice you that this person knows what he's doing. He knows who he's talking with. Because you're like a son to your father in heaven. You don't need an intermediary. That is why even Christ himself came to die for you. And Christ became the intermediator between you and your God in heaven as a Christian. So, who brought Tonto Dikeh to hold your son or your daughter down on the floor? That's the question you should ask yourself. But when you are spiritual, you treat people with humility, with respect, and understanding. Tonto Dikeh needs to be arrested for this, and she will need to answer for her own crime. She's supposed to go to that school with technology, not with that thing she's doing. Bible will read say there is time for everything. Time for prayer, time for study, there's time for everything. That place is a place of school. It's time to study. She needs to go with technology to teach those children and not to dehumanize them, not to make them start to be fearful of going to that school, not believing themselves, thinking that they are demonic. That is why they are not passing their exam. They are demonic. That is why they are not succeeding. Rather than letting them know they are not succeeding because they never get the skills they need to succeed with. And those skills is what you need to go and teach them, and not to dehumanize them. That Tonto Dikeh need to be corrected, inclusively her pastor and whoever is pushing her to do that madness. Excuse me.